The confession of Olimpio Calvetti speaks for itself. As you heard in his statement, you're an accomplice to the death of your father.
That man is mad.
You dare to deny it?
I deny it. I deny it. I know nothing of what happened. I was told the same thing as the others, that my father had fallen from the tower.
And can you also deny the story that Olimpio's had an affair with you?
It's not the first time a dependent claims to have loved his mistress.
So then he must have lied. Your lady here denies what you've confessed to us. She states that you alone are guilty and that she is innocent, pure as a newborn child.
My mistress has never lied.
What's that you say? Speak up, Olimpio.
Why'd they put you in jail?
They had me put in jail because I took a swing at the company's chief engineer. I should have killed him. Anyway, I was charged with attempted murder, and they gave me 3 years. But now there's to be a trial to assess the company's responsibility, and I'm going to testify. And they're very unhappy that I'm still in one piece, because I'm the only one they haven't been able to buy off. This morning, my lawyer told me I was worth $100,000. If I didn't talk.
You mean you refused it?
That's a lot of bread, huh?
Pacini, you're mad. I mean, you realize, don't you, that now they're not going to play games with you anymore?
Clancy, they got 1,000 debts to pay for, and I'm making sure there's no reneging. I've heard she was quite remarkable. Her personality and her money made her one of the most attractive women in the country. Most people who knew her came under her spell, and her passionate nature dominated both men and women. They say she had a strong interest in the occult. 100 years ago, she might easily have been labeled a witch.
You're certainly well informed.
She died last year, a mysterious and tragic death. They say that she destroyed herself with her own destructive impulses, diabolically.
Did you know her?
Not personally, but I know many people who did. And I know that she'd been dabbling in the secrets of black magic. Joe, you must know more about that side of her character than I do. Ah, dear boy, you're in a fine mess. Once before, you got in trouble when your brother-in-law was taking drugs. He even forged your name on your prescriptions.
But, Professor, he was only a kid.
I know. You're going to say he was young, foolish, fighting the conventions of our society. You don't believe that, do you? You didn't report him, and the result was you almost ruined your career and had to start all over again. A foolish mistake. But why didn't you go far away, someplace other than Naples? Maybe you could have started again in Milan. That's the city your wife was born in, and there's cash there. This city is dying, decaying literally and figuratively. We're still living like in the time of the Camorra. Naples was just as cruel then, and it's not finished. The man you saw this morning couldn't have made it more clear to you. There's still time for you to withdraw your accusation. Retract it and get out. Otherwise, Giorgio, you'll surely be destroyed.
Do you know him?
Can't be sure. My memory's not photographic. Most prisoners look alike to me. No, seriously, the turnover is such that you can't keep track.
The releasees are our customers. Then when they're caught, they go back to the hotel.
Please, this way, gentlemen. If there are any calls, we'll be down in the rogues gallery. You want to go through them once again, Inspector?
Strikes me as kind of pointless. No prisoner here. There's the man who murdered Massou.
All this is totally unacceptable.
The revolt began during the lunch hour. It was hell. It took over 3 hours to bring back order and get the prisoners under control. It's completely impossible that an outsider should climb up on the roof of this building.
Obviously, it is possible.
I'll have to order an inquiry, Warden.
You do whatever you want. The situation is what it is in this prison, and we can't perform miracles. This place is designed to hold 1,500 inmates, and we're holding more than 5,000. Yes, go on, Captain. Sit down. Take a load off your feet. Go on, sit.
We're not tired.
I said sit down. Go on, sit. Sit down! Now I will tell you what happened, Captain. And it is the gravest affront that His Majesty's glorious army has sustained since we set foot in this accursed place. You say you put Zorro on the run. Is that right? Well, it so happens that I disagree with you. What really happened is that he put his mark on your derrière. And the derrière d'un officier français is never touched. Never!
Never.
I do hope your shot hit its mark, Captain. Otherwise, you're likely to experience a drop in rank. And as for you,
Corrado, at your service, Excellency.
Bully. Yes, I know all about Giacomo Mazzoni. Escaped. I can't believe it. After that tragic incident with his wife, we were all rather sorry for him. And to think he only wanted to do good.
Could you tell me a little about his responsibilities here?
Well, let's take a look at his file. He came to us in 1947 from the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications. He was a conscientious worker, as I remember. As a matter of fact, he soon assumed responsibility for our third sector.
What does that mean exactly, third sector?
Oh, yes, of course. The Ministry of Post and Telecommunications uses another of the state services, us, the railways, for handling all the state's internal shipments. After the war, we created a special department for this traffic, our third sector. It was run for 20 years by Mazzoni. He did an excellent job, and we were more than satisfied.